What's good, YouTube? You already know who it is, your girl Swagtastic. Hitting y'all with another video. Got a topic request to do breakups. Well, the topic request was to do unexpected breakups, but seeing how, in my opinion, a breakup is really never expected unless it's under certain circumstances. So I'm just gonna do breakups in general. The link for the person that requested the video is gonna be right here. Actually, I'm gonna put it on this side today. It's gonna be right there. But yeah, my opinion on it, honestly, first let me get to the unexpected quote unquote breakup. Really, if they start showing signs that they're not as interested in you anymore, then I mean that's a red flag right there. That's how you can kind of brace yourself for a breakup coming. I mean, you know, like if you feel like you're giving your all to that person and you feel like you're not getting anything in return, like not even a little bit, nothing whatsoever, then yeah, definitely a breakup is coming. Because if you're constantly giving your all to somebody and they're not giving anything back, they're not showing any interest in making you happy, then that means that they're not interested in you anymore. And really how I do everything, I always brace myself for the worst. That way, you know, if something does happen, you'll be prepared for it. And if things go way better than you planned, then that just makes it even better. I'm not saying go into a relationship thinking, okay, I gotta be prepared for a breakup, gotta be prepared for a breakup. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But, you know, it's just good to always brace yourself for anything. I mean, because none of us know what the future holds, you know, and none of us can predict the future. So why not just be prepared for any type of outcome, you know, whether you think it's going to happen or not. There's nothing wrong with preparing yourself. But really, the best way to deal with the breakup, I'm not saying, I mean, obviously it's going to be to move on. You know, I mean, listening to the sad love songs and or breakup songs and crying and all that. I mean, yeah, you know, it happens to the best of us or whatever, but that's not going to change anything. Keep yourself surrounded by positive people. Keep yourself surrounded by, you know, people with a lot of energy that are going to lift you up. You know, if you have friends or family or whatever that always seems to put you in a good mood, then what I would say is keep yourself surrounded by them in a time like this. Because if you go through a bad breakup, you don't need to be alone. Because when you're alone, that's when you get depressed. That's when, you know, all these thoughts start running through your head. I mean, I'm not saying suppress the thoughts, not at all, because if you do that, that's just gonna make things even worse. You definitely need to talk to somebody about it. You know, let people know how you're feeling. If you're not comfortable with talking about your emotions, then write it in a notebook, write it on the computer, write poetry, write anything. Writing is a good way to get things out. Because you know, shout out to Teddy Jimenez for this. She told me, you know, paper doesn't judge, so you can pretty much write out how you're feeling, no matter if it's negative feelings or positive feelings, on that paper, because the paper's not going to judge you back, you know. So that's a really good way to get your feelings out, get your thoughts out. But really, I mean, if you go through a breakup, I would say there's no point in sitting around being depressed, being mad at the world, because that's not gonna, you know, that's not gonna bring that person back. If the person really loved you and wanted to be with you, then the breakup wouldn't happen in the first place. They would find a way to work through whatever problems that you're having. Um, so, you know, if they're not, um, you know, sad and emotional and everything over you, and you look up a week later and they moved on to the next, you know, then they're not worth the emotions and the energy anyway for you to be crying over. And if they can't realize how good of a person you are, then they're definitely not worth the emotion. So why, you know, why give them that satisfaction? Um, in my opinion, real love can withstand anything. So if the person really loved you, then no matter what you guys are going through, you know, you can fix it. If they don't care enough about that, then why should, you know, I'm not saying why should you care, because we can't control our feelings, but why should you be stuck in that negative place because of them when you have your whole life ahead of you, you know? And you have to go through bad relationships, and you have to go through, you know, bad experiences to appreciate the good ones whenever they come along. So you know, just take every breakup as a lesson learned, grow from it, you know, learn not to make the same mistakes twice, and like I said, really just move on. It's gonna take some time, but you should definitely move on from a breakup. Don't stay in a negative place too long, because you're missing out on so much, and you could possibly be missing out on a person who can make you a lot happier. Yeah, man. But comment, subscribe, you know, rate the videos. Oh, got a new dog tag. Can y'all see that? Crystal and Tabora, August 3rd, 2009. No, I didn't forget the date that we got together. I couldn't remember if it said 080309 or if it said August. But yeah, it says August. Yeah, man. That's random knowledge for y'all. But yeah, man, hit me up with topic requests if you got any. Willing to share my advice with y'all. Alright, I'm out.